Hi, this is Joe again with another movie review, and this time we're going to be doing the 2009-2010 film, Secretariat, which of course was made by Disney. It was Diane Lane, John Malkovich, Dylan Walsh, James Cromwell, and also stars John Glenn. Of course, this movie is based on the true story of one of the most famous racehorses of all time, which is Secretariat, who won the Triple Crown in 1973. So this movie is based on the 3 years when the Colt was born, the Secretary was born, up to when he won the Belmont. And of course, the movie itself is a pretty good film. Talking about how Diane Lane's character played by Penny Tweedy, who won a coin flip between two horses. And of course, she won the horse that, of course, eventually became Secretariat. And of course, this also shows how she's trying to have the horse become a winner, become a big racehorse. Because she believes in this horse being a good racehorse, and hired John Malkovich as a trainer. And of course, we all know what happens. He wins the Triple Crown races, the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont. But as the film itself, most of the movie did pretty well in hyping into the races. The problem that I have with the film is, of course, the races they went by so fast, went from one race to the other, and not really delving into the struggle of training the horse to run 3 races in 5 weeks, because that's the span of the Triple Crown races. Because the first Saturday in May is, of course, the day they have the Kentucky Derby. 2 weeks later, you have the Preakness, and 3 weeks after that, I think the first or second Saturday in June, you have the Belmont. So you have 3, and the Belmont's the longest of the 3 races. So it should go into more how hard it is to train a horse to run these 3 races. I mean, it did it first, but it didn't really delve all that much into it, and it rushed through 3 races so fast. I guess because they want to get this movie not to go over 2 hours all that much. And it is only a 2 hour and I think 2 hour 3 minute movie. So because they didn't want to make it to a 2.5 hour film like Seabiscuit was. Seabiscuit was a 2 hour 20 minute film. So because they didn't want to make the movie that long, so it cut down to about 2 hours and a 3 minute film. But it should have been at least 10 or 15 minutes longer, in my opinion, to show the training of the horse, how they train the horse to run the 3 races more. They really talked about, let's train it for the Derby. And of course it had, a problem with it had abscess tooth or something. So the problem why it didn't win one particular, I only lost I think like 1 race, 1 or 2 races in its whole career. And it's a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old. So they did go into that very little bit. But as a movie, like I said, it went through the 3 races. But that's my only real major problem I have with this film. I like all the performances were terrific. Diane Lane was, terrific, and she's of course beautiful to look at, which is not bad either. But as the film wasn't bad itself if you never saw the film. But the problem I had was a couple years earlier, you had a briefly mentioned already, Seabiscuit, which was a very, very good film on the life of Seabiscuit. Maybe we'll do a review of that movie. But the 2 films were very, very similar, but the difference is that you let the case unfold, and they took their time in Seabiscuit to do the bases. And the Secretariat, they rushed through everything. I mean, there wasn't that much time between each one of the 3 bases. There wasn't that much time. And Seabiscuit, they took their time Well, they did one montage of races they did, but I mean, other than that, it took the time with the three, the major races they wanted to focus on. It took the times with those races. When Secretariat, they rushed through the three races, and which I didn't like. You like to enjoy the three races because that's what the main story is of Secretariat winning the Triple Crown, and they rushed through it so that's to get into a 2 hour and 3 minute film. But like I said, that's my only problem with the film. But as a film, I do recommend this film because Disney does kind of have a reputation of making pretty good sports films. They did. I think this was like the most recent one. They did The Rookie, which I mentioned in the previous review. They did Miracle, which is of course the Miracle on Ice, when the United States beat the Soviet Union in 1980 Winter Olympics semi-final game. And of course, I think they also did a football film as well. Yeah, they did Miracle. They did. Yeah, I think they may have done another film called I think maybe Remember the Titans. I think. But they also did a movie called Invincible, which I think was a football film. I know I've never seen that one, but anyway, they did have a reputation doing sports films like Disney. But the problem is when they, particularly when they made The Rookie, the guy G ranked, so they thought they won't get any good reviews, and they did. But in terms of Secretariat, also they got a PG rating. But like I said, I thought the Secretariat was a good film, not a great film because it, like I said, was through the three races. This turned me off to no end. That's my review of Secretariat. Please, like the videos. Please comment on. And please, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.